Happy holidays, motherfuckers. I'm back. It's Tuesday at 2. Gotta fix my bangs on my stupid Santa hat. Never stops, does it? I had an interesting weekend. Good, even. I'm gonna push you back. Yeah, good weekend. Weird. Some weird shit went down, man. Really fucked up. Craigslist adventures. If you look below in my post, you'll see a picture that I photoshopped. Actual photo that I photoshopped stuff on to make it funny, but I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm going to get to that. That was my fucking Saturday extravaganza. Hello, mother. Thought you were engaged. Don't distract me. I have a hard enough time. So, I got some stuff on Sunday, did something on Saturday. But I'm going to start with Sunday. We're going out of order because shit's it's an interesting story and it's long and I'm still alive. Quick note: last video I did, I showed a copy of the movie Embryo that I got. Just the tape. It was just the tape, no artwork or anything. I found for 50 cents. Stopped the camera, stood up to collect my movies that I showed, immediately dropped it on the floor and smashed it into pieces, like a billion pieces. I have never seen a VHS tape in that many pieces. I dropped it right on the fucking tile, and it was hardcore. No saving any part of it. Well, I saved the tape, but the case itself was fucking devastated. Completely devastated. So I had to switch it out with another case. Luckily, I have a whole bag full of parts. Because I'm sick. But I did this. I did a little Photoshop. Just to throw in the case. You know, it's empty back there because it's got the little things that stick into the tape, so you can't put any artwork in there. This is a Japanese, I don't know if it's Japanese or what, some Asian country. That was the movie poster, I guess. I found it online and just, my wife printed it out and I had an inked or a laser printer, and there you go. I walk by it all the time. I see it and like it arouses me. So, like, I wish that this was like a real fucking thing that I didn't print out on a laser printer, inkjet laser printer. I need some more of this stuff. I'm finally feeling better after my fucking con hangover. I'm feeling a little better. A little bit. Into Saturday. Like Saturday morning I felt like shit. Sunday I felt better. And now I'm my old fucking jolly self. Look at me. Can't you tell? Bootlegs, bam! I found a bootleg on Sunday. I always forget to mention this company when I talk about the bootlegs I collect. A Video Yesteryear. They're very similar to what Sinister Cinema is now, where they just do like just a plain slipcase. They all look the same. back in the day. But this is an old company. The movie Secret Agent, which I got on beta, and didn't realize that it's actually an Alfred Hitchcock movie. So, extra excited. And they come with these little cards. I think this is the first one I've gotten that's had the little card. They're usually missing. But there's some horror movies and shit, like proper horror movies with these cards and stuff. They go for some cash on eBay. I don't know why. Sticking with the old school shit. Found this at a Goodwill. Found that at the cut box thrift store that I always go to. This is was from a Goodwill. The Night Has Eyes. Oh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Phone ringing. Oh my god. That's just terrible. No one ever calls me. It's just fucking telemarketers. But this movie I found at a Goodwill for 79 cents. Too expensive, yeah, I know. But I've never seen this one out in the wild before. And the back sounds intriguing. Intriguing. And it even says a horror thriller that is sure to have I'm sorry. Let me start again. A haunting thriller that is sure to have horror buffs at the edge of their seats. I'm a horror buff. I want to be at the edge of my seat. It sounds cool. It's like 1942. Cool box. It's a Good Times, but it's kind of fancy for a Good Times. I don't know. There's something different about it. I like the font. I'm excited to watch it. I finished watching Rebecca, Alfred Hitchcock movie I'd never seen before. 2 hours and like 16 minutes for back then. You know, like, damn, Alfred, give me a break. That was a lot of workouts. I don't work out that hard for very long. But I finally finished it. It was alright. I can see why people don't talk about it. It wasn't The Birds. And most definitely was not Psycho. Yeah. It was neither of those. It wasn't Rear Window. It wasn't Vertigo. All black and white, much older. Very, very dated. Looked beautiful, like beautiful cinematography. But, yeah, I can see why people don't talk about his early work, if that's an accurate representation. Pretty, but, you know, definitely not anything groundbreaking like the rest of his movies. Okay, this one I was so fucking excited about when I found it. I've always wanted to see this. Yes. You know what it is? That's Jack Palance as Dracula. If there is an actor, alive or dead, that overacts anywhere close to the amount that this man overacts in movies, I don't know. This dude just chews it up. And I'm a fan. I'm going to collect all his horror movies. I've made a decision. But I've always wanted to fucking see this. I've been eyeballing the Laserdisc for years. I know, it just came out on Blu-ray, blah, blah, blah. High def. I'm waiting for the 50K restoration to come out. And then I'll upgrade. They don't have it yet. They're only at 4K. And then there'll be 6K. And then there'll be 10K. and then there'll be 15, and it'll go on and on and on until like you can count the fucking eyelashes on people's face at a fucking distance. Who cares? It's too sharp. Nobody wants to see it. Well, I don't want to see it. Everyone wants to see it but me. Let's say that. I can't wait to watch this. I just started watching the Richard Lynch Dracula movie, The Vampire. Not Dracula, The Vampire. I just started that this morning. And, like, I was just giddy. Even though I was sweating balls on an elliptical, I was just so fucking happy. I finished Rebecca, popped that in, and I was just like, this is as good as it gets. I can't wait to see what he does as a fucking vampire. And it's good. It's good. This is directed by Dan Curtis. Kind of a hero of mine. I'm a huge Kolchak Night Stalker fan, and he directed like Night Strangler. I think he produced Night Stalker. Directed Trilogy of Terror. Like some of the Dark Shadows. Like he was like, if you want the name, Burnt Offerings. If you want the name in 70s fucking TV horror, Dan Curtis, man. Dan Curtis. He doesn't get enough props. His shit was tight. Alright. Wasn't a huge weekend, but very fucking interesting and very potentially dangerous. So, through my sources, I got notification that there is a gentleman on Craigslist, of course, out in the middle of Florida, nowhere near me, as always, that was selling a lot of Betamax tapes. I don't know where Betamax came from, like shot out of a fucking cannon. All of a sudden for me, like everybody's selling Betamax on Craigslist and shit. Check my other videos. I had a huge score, huge, recently. Now another one. So this guy, I went on Craigslist, found his pictures, could see that, you know, like he had maybe like 5 tapes, 3 horror tapes, and 2 porns that I really wanted. But we're not talking like, you know, porn today. Like it's like real movies that happen to be rated X because there's like fucking scenes in them and shit. Like they're actual stories shot on film. You know, they were shot on like 16 millimeter, 35 millimeter, I don't know what. But yeah, good stuff, like 70s. The Journeys of O, I think was one of them. I can't remember the names of them. So I was really excited. Started fucking texting this guy. Emailed him nothing. Emailed him, told him like what, you know, like how much for all of them, because he had like home recorded shit that you know, that stuff sells on eBay. People want that for the commercials if it's like recorded off of TV. So I was going to resell that, make my money back. I've already made my money back on the last lot I got, just like through one lot of fucking Transformer betas that I sold on eBay just recently. And so yeah, I was going to try to get the whole thing. He wrote me back and he said he wanted fucking like $95, $90 for like 35 tapes, I think it was. And I was like, I did the math. I was like, that's like $2 a tape. Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm not paying that. So I said, you know, like, he said, well, just give me 50. And I'm like, you know, we're way off. I'm thinking like 25 cents a tape. They don't look in very good condition. You know, I really just want 5 of them badly. What would you sell them individually for? And he said $2. So he was going to sell me the whole lot at a discounted price of over $2 per tape. Or I could buy them individually for a discounted price of $2 per tape. The dude was like fucking retarded, right? And I'm like, I don't even understand what you're fucking like this how this negotiation is going down. It was like unbelievable. I could tell he was like off his fucking nut. So like I was trying to get him for like $1 a tape just for 5. It wouldn't budge. $2 or nothing. I had a bunch of them, and I sold them all at $2 a piece, and you know, that's a good price. So like the dude was fucking retarded. I really wanted 3 of them. I could have like taken or leaving the porn. The porn would just, you know, be for like nostalgia value. If you know what I'm saying. So like, you know, either way, I wasn't set on the porn, but it would be cool because where are you gonna fucking get it? So finally, I was just like, okay, $2 a piece. I'll take 5. This was Friday. I'll meet you. Like, where can we meet tomorrow? I neglected to say that his Craigslist ad just said, it had no contact information. It just said, stop on by and make me an offer. But it did have his address. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, is this guy got a store or something? He doesn't have a store. He was, no, I'll get to it later. So fucking, we go back and forth, like, about the time to meet. Like, he's like, well, I'm a musician. I get up late. And my wife was going to art festival, craft show that day. And so, you know, I had something to do. It was an hour and a half, 3-hour drive round trip to get up there. And then we had to boogie back for something that was at like fucking noon. So I was like, dude, you know, like, I want to do this early. How early can I pick this shit up? He's like, well, I'm usually out there around 11. Like, I know, like, I even know what he's fucking referring to. And I was like, no, it's too late. Can you just, like, I'll have the fucking $10 for the 5 tapes. Just fucking, you know, hang them on your fucking doorknob. And, you know, like, I'll be in and out of there so fast. Well, I'm a musician. I don't usually get up until around 9. I'm like, okay, well, what about 9:30 or 10? Well, yeah, I'll probably be out there. Probably. I was like, I'm coming from Sarasota, motherfucker. Are you going to be out there? Yeah, well, I'm usually out there. Holy shit. Like, I couldn't fucking get a straight answer. Probably, maybe, sometimes, yeah, I guess, you know, like, it was just like, who the fuck is this guy? And what the fuck is he on? I'm picturing a big, greasy, old, hillbilly, fucking hippie-looking dude. I'll get to it. So, so fucking finally, I was like, well, what about 10 o'clock? Can we do 10 o'clock for sure? Yeah, well, I should be out there about 10. I was like, no, I should be awake by 10. I was like, that's okay. I'll just knock really loud. I said, I knock loud. Don't worry about it. And he texted me back and said, that's okay. I shoot quick. What the fuck, dude? And like, now I'm fucking scared, right? I'm like, this guy is not making any sense. He can't commit to any fucking amount, any fucking set time. Now he's threatening to fucking shoot me if I knock on his door. He's trying to sell me something. You know, do you want the fucking money, stupid? I don't know what's going on. So, it was crazy. So I wrote him back and I was like, look, after he said he was going to fucking shoot me, I said, look, I'm coming from Sarasota. That's an hour and a half drive for me. Are you going to fucking be there at 10 o'clock if I come or not? Because at this point, I was like one more stupid fucking comment away from saying like, hey, look, fucking redneck, shove your tapes up your fucking ass. I don't want them anymore. Good luck trying to unload them for fucking $2 a piece. I'm your only customer. I know you're lying about selling other tapes. I'm your only customer within miles of that shit box that you live in. So finally he apologized. He was like, I'm sorry, yeah, I'll definitely be out there. I already have the stuff that you want bagged up because I told him which fucking tapes I wanted. I'll definitely be out there at 10. Finally. Pack up the fucking sled. Fucking bust out fucking early. Head out. Hour and a half drive. Get there a little bit early. You gotta I do this, my wife, get 911 ready to fucking dial on the phone. We'll switch out, you drive. That way, if any shit goes down, you can bust out of here, go get the fucking cops. Well, I'm getting shot and ass fucked by fucking Johnny Hillbilly. So we do all that in a fucking racetrack parking lot, gas station, and head over there. Sure enough, man, Trump fucking Pence signs all over his yard, shitbox fucking camo painted truck, just garbage everywhere, and this shitty fucking garage with the doors open, and just millions of fucking shitty things fucking crammed in it. And instantly I hear big dogs barking. So that's, I'm more afraid of fucking big dogs than I am of people. I can handle myself with people, but dogs, that's a whole nother fucking thing. So fucking, I'm calling, hey dude, where are your dogs at? I saw his fucking long fucking gray hair and gigantic fucking hillbilly beard. Fucking milling around inside that fucking garage with all his garbage. So I'm yelling dude, where are your dogs? Are those fucking pit bulls or Rottweilers? What the fuck's going on? Finally, after many attempts, just text messaging, he responds and he's like, don't worry, they're tied up. So I go in there and this guy's got an electronics store. He used to fix stuff back there or something. And it's just full of there's wires and fucking busted fucking VHS or VCRs and fucking radio equipment and fucking musical equipment and fucking everything. But everything is just covered in dust. Cobwebs this long, hanging off shit. That shit hasn't been touched in fucking decades. And he's sitting back there behind he's got a fucking a commercial sales counter. And he's sitting behind this counter in a chair, and he's got two fucking huge dogs barking their asses off trying to get a fucking chunk of my arteries fucking right behind him. And he's just as out of it as anybody could fucking be. There was no conversation with the dude. There's no just normal hey, good morning, how's it going? You're a musician. What do you play? I asked him what he played, and he was like, I play bass and other stuff. I got a gig tonight. He probably didn't even fucking play. Blotchy, fucking diabetic looking face, and stupid as the fucking day is long. So he's got a filthy fucking old shopping bag sitting on the counter of his little fucking his fucking sales counter. And I'm oh, these are my tapes. So I'm looking at them. I start pulling them out because I can tell right away that they've been fucking, sitting around somewhere, not in a fucking clean box. And sure enough, the two fucking porns were just a petri dish of fucking white mold. Just disgusting. And I was well, I'm not going to take these because these are fucking moldy and beyond fucking fixing. And the three horror ones, two of them were fine, and one of them had a little spot of mold on it that I knew I could fucking clean. which is what I did earlier today. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my 3 tapes so we can get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. This is one of them. Godzilla, 1985. These are very collectible. Very collectible. These are all X rentals. This tape, this movie in particular is rare, and Godzilla fans love it. I have one on VHS. Excuse me. Oh, it's so fucking gross. This is one that, you know, obviously I saw the spine. If this weren't backwards because Facebook sucks, it would be even sexier. Look at it. Hold it up to a mirror so you can appreciate it. This had like fucking shit all over it. I can't get this off because it's fucking Scotch tape. Scotch tape is a fucking tape killer. A VHS box killer, I should say. If it's old, I don't know. Could probably try like maybe a fucking hair dryer to get it fucking gooey again. But man, that shit fucking, if just like it gets brittle and fucking splinters and fucking rips off chunks of the fucking art. And so like this fucking beta sticker right here, that's on there big time. So $2. I mean, totally fucking worth it. I cleaned it up. The tape is actually pretty fucking nice. But, yeah, X rental. No mold. No mold. I forgot to tell you, I got my fucking Betamax player working. I have 3 of them. All in various states of fucking not working. One's got a tape jammed in it. One is like literally the very first Sony Betamax player ever made. I'm not even joking. It really is. Wood paneling, like real wood, weighs about fucking 800 pounds. It works like sometimes is the best I can describe it. It has a problem ejecting, but like, you know, like the motor must be going or something. So I take it apart and you just give it a little fucking nudge when it doesn't fucking want to eject, and it comes out. But that's what I'm using to clean tapes, clean the mold off of this one. This one, another one that I got. I mean, this one's actually in good shape, which is sad because it had the mold on it. I'm gonna take that fucking sticker off. I've been working on the mold, so I didn't have time. But how fucking killer is this? The box is in really good shape. Now mold free, thanks to the patented Monster Movie app magnetic tape mold removing process. This is going to have a nice long life, and I'm going to enjoy watching it. So you can see, these last 2 is probably about equal, but like you can see why I negotiated with fucking Johnny Hillbilly for so long. Because he also had this. Yeah. That's the magnetic video release of The Fog. Very, very collectible. If you ever... There's a VHS version of this too, and the artwork is facing this in this direction on the magnetic video, and then it was re-released with the same artwork on VHS, and it's facing this way. Those are the ones that aren't worth anything. The magnetic video ones are the ones that are worth a fucking ton of money. This one, not a ton, like 20, 30 bucks or something. But this one, not in the best shape. I believe that is a hillbilly mouse bite. Was nibbling on that. Probably a Trump supporting mouse. But the tape on this one is actually really fucking nice. How cute. Isn't that nice? I'm not taking that off. So yeah. In case you were wondering why I risked, hillbilly fucking ass fucking and getting shot. If he hadn't had these, I would have told him to go fuck himself as soon as he talked about shooting me. But sometimes, the risk is worth it. Depends on the reward. But look at that. Captain Video. Old video store. I'm going to have to add that to my album. So that was it for this past weekend. That's all I got. This weekend, you never know. I thought this past weekend was going to be uneventful. And then, my feelers brought me back. Hillbilly fucking Joe and his Betamax. Wow, what a retard. What a retard. I wouldn't buy anything. I wouldn't go anywhere out there again. I gotta ask about mold. I just have to. Actually, the first email that I sent the fucking asshole that he never responded to, maybe I didn't mention it. I sent him an email first, no response, then I started text messaging. I didn't say that. Yeah, the email I sent him asked if there was mold. Any white mold on those tapes? No response. And probably because he knew there was fucking mold on them. What are you gonna do? You have to ask. It's gotta be. I get so excited that I don't fucking think. I have to get like a fucking checklist. Are you going to kill me? Do you have a fucking pit bull or Rottweiler loose? Is there mold on the tapes? Are you crazy and a homosexual that is violent? Just stop, simple things. I have to maybe a form email that I could fucking just shoot that out every time. Now I'm just talking shit. I gotta go. Until next time, ho ho ho, motherfuckers. Happy holidays. I'll be back with more. Bye bye.